Time now for your forewarned weather with Cedric Haynes.
All right, let's get you updated on your forecast. The good news is we are expecting some moisture to be making its way into the area over the next couple of hours, so hopefully that will help with conditions there. But outside the ABC4 studios, you can see these clouds have continued to increase out there over the past hour or two, and that's helping to hold the temperatures up a little bit, only into the 60s here across most of the northern half of the state, with 50s down across the south. And basically, they're pretty uniform temperatures thanks to the increase in cloud cover. Let me show you the 4-1 radar right now. As I mentioned, that moisture is on the way. You can start to see a couple of sprinkles here up towards Cache Valley earlier. Now we're starting to see more showers filling in across portions of Box Elder and Tooele counties, and we've got more widespread rain moving in from Nevada into portions of western Utah. This is also where you see those flashing boxes. That's where we've had some flood advisories that were issued earlier this morning. So while we don't have the main storm system moving our way, we do have a wave of moisture ahead of that system pushing into the Beehive State, and that should increase our chances of showers and thunderstorms today. Hopefully not a lot of lightning, but definitely maybe some beneficial rainfall moving in. So you can see most of the state has that chance of seeing scattered showers and thunderstorms today, from Cache Valley all the way down towards the St. George area. At least general thunderstorms. That basically means we expect them to remain just below severe limits, but that doesn't mean you can't see some torrential downpours, you can't see some lightning, and you can't see some gusty winds out of this. So we'll be watching that for you closely. Futurecast showing us here this morning that moisture beginning to pick up, as you've seen on radar. Now you see it on Futurecast. And by around 10 o'clock in the morning, that's when I expect things to start really getting kicking here along the I-15 corridor. So if you're heading out the door over the next hour or two, not looking too bad along the main corridor here, but as we get into the, let's say, late morning and early afternoon hours, that's when we'll see more of the widespread showers and rumbles of thunder pushing through with some heavy downpours in spots, and also that potential of some lightning as well. That'll be through lunchtime, and look at this, by the afternoon hours, we really expect that coverage and intensity to increase as you get east of the I-15 corridor and the Wasatch back, Castle Country, eventually pushing into the Uintas, and then we can still see some isolated showers and storms filling in behind the main line this afternoon. Now, the good news is after tonight, this is one and done. So tomorrow, the sunshine returns. As we get into your Thursday, more sunshine returning out there for us, so looking pretty dry and quiet. But again, for today, watching along that I-15 corridor from Cache Valley down through Utah County back towards the West Desert for the potential of enough heavy rainfall to possibly produce some ponding, maybe a little isolated flash flooding. About 1/4 to 3/4 of an inch of rainfall expected. Warm high pressure after this system moves through for our Wednesday and the Thursday, but look at this. We're still tracking a low pressure system just in time for the weekend to bring us our first real fall-like taste of air building into the area. I'm talking highs only in the 60s across the north with low temperatures down into the 40s, but as you get into the higher elevations, highs will only be in the 50s, and we're talking lows down into the 30s there. So yeah, maybe some sweatshirt weather for some of us this weekend, and along with that, we may even have a couple of passing showers on your Saturday, so we'll keep an eye on that for you closely. But for today, along the Wasatch Front, grab the rain gear as you head out the door. Showers and thunderstorms will be likely. Temperatures climbing in the low 70s, but really they're just going to drop into the 60s and hold there. Southwest Utah will be in the mid-80s for you on your Tuesday with partly cloudy skies. Could see a couple of isolated storms this afternoon as far south as lower Washington County. In fact, here's a look at your extended forecast. Back to the upper 80s with sunshine for your Wednesday and the Thursday, and look at the 70s. Yes, 70s by the weekend. Meanwhile, the Wasatch Front, showers and storms likely for us today. Back near 80 on Thursday, and then there's our taste of fall as we get towards the weekend. We'll keep an eye on that chance of scattered showers for your Saturday. All right, let's get a check on what's going on with your traffic this morning as we get you out the door. You'll be able to see here as we look at I-15 northbound. This is looking in the Murray area. Obviously looking towards where that potential fire is showing up there in the background. But we'll keep an eye on that. But as you can see, traffic is flowing smoothly. Otherwise, I-215 southbound here at 1200 North here in Salt Lake City, traffic is flowing smoothly. Guys?